I'm perplexed. The reason why I'm perplexed is because I heard that clip of Joe Budden, one of the most iconic podcasters, one of the most iconic podcasters in the history, give one of the most awful takes that I've ever heard him give. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, this is a teachable moment, because if you've heard the clip, you basically know that Joe Budden said he called Michael B. Jordan corny. He said that what he did on that red carpet is why people call him corny. He was shaming Michael B. Jordan for speaking to L'Oreal the way he did. And I just think that this is hilarious, because what we're dealing with in perspective is a woman who admitted on a podcast that she was bullying another guy, that her and her friends were bullying another guy, making fun of his dreams, crapping on his dreams, and, just being overall just scummy hyenas. And then, as per usual, there is a man that sits up and shames the other man, trying to virtue signal for women. And that just, it never ceases to amaze me. And this is why I say that we are a hyena culture, because no matter what, even when men are able to claim their power back, there is always going to be a man that is sitting there waiting in the hopes that he can virtue signal his way into women's good graces. And he will destroy you in order to do that. What are we talking about here? This man said nothing disrespectful to that woman. He didn't call her out of her name. He didn't embarrass her. He wasn't rude. He just addressed something that he heard. If you go back and listen to those clips, she didn't call him corny in the interview. She said that they used to bully him and make fun of him back when he was a kid. Her friend called him corny. Fair enough. But we're not going to sit here and act like what she did is not the same thing. She crapped on that man's dreams. She made fun of him for doing what he was doing. She called him corny. And for a dude like Joe Budden, a guy that's literally had to crawl up throughout the odds, it's just crazy to hear some of these, it's just crazy to hear takes like this, because, bro, you literally had to crawl up against everybody shitting on you, against everybody crapping on you. They're all crapping on you. But the minute you get a chance, you crap on another dude when he didn't do anything. That's the problem with a lot of these mainstream figures, is they just want a virtue signal. They just want a virtue signal. Like, what do these dudes really stand for? Let's just be honest. It doesn't make sense for a man to call another man corny for addressing people crapping on them. For addressing people crapping on them. That's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. Because we live in a world where women can crap on men. But the minute that a man tries to defend himself, other men will jump in. That's why I don't believe in... That's why you can miss me with all this equality stuff and all this women are the most oppressed on the planet. Like, no. You give these women so much power. And then you look at the community and wonder why it is the way it is. Why there's a need for people like Kevin Samuels. Why there's a need for people like Andrew Tate. You guys sit up and you promote the worst things in society. The worst things. You are promoting a culture of hyenas. These women think that they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and there will never be any repercussions. Because when someone brings repercussions, then a guy is always going to bail them out. A guy will always bail them out. It's always going to be some Captain Save-A-Ho that is going to want to come in and rescue these women when they're dead wrong. How somebody can fix their lips to call them corny. See, it's one thing when it's these no-name social media people because they're dumb anyway. Let's just be honest, they're dumb. But when these men with these platforms sit up and they pedestalize these women, when they pedestalize these women and they cultivate this culture of hyenas, then guess what? They are responsible. That influence is responsible for cultivating this culture that is so toxic and trash. People always love to say Kevin Samuels made his money off of degrading women. No, all he did was invite women up on his show and have conversations with them. He had conversations. The women made themselves look crazy. But you want to blame him for that? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why? When you can literally do everything right. Michael B. Jordan is the textbook of a guy who's doing things right, the right way. He's not in any scandals. He's not in drama. He's not causing a ruckus. He's not being a domestic terrorist. But y'all want to crap on him because like white women. And then Joe had the nerve to bring that up. You try to paint a narrative like he's just rude and wild and mean to black women. And that's whack. That's corny. You literally cannot win for losing with these people. That man, all that man said was, oh yeah, corny, right? The man listened to the interview. How long are we gonna keep going with these games, man? He listened to the interview. He heard her say it. He heard her say what she said. Yeah, that's right. We just supposed to take it on the chin, right? That man is grinding, hustling, knocking out movies, just killing the game. Killing the game. And some women, some hyenas are crapping on him because he likes white women. Or because he's not some thug or some hood or some Pookie or Ray Ray. They're shaming him because he's not a Pookie or a Ray Ray. And then another man wants to shame him because he's addressing that he remembers. He didn't call her out of her name. He didn't raise his voice. Oh yeah, corny, right? Oh no, I heard you. That was class. He always wants to make a big topic about tone. About tone. That's all you all say. That's all people said about Kevin Samuels. Tone. But Michael B. Jordan was respectful. If he was respectful, and that just goes to show that you don't have a problem with the tone. You're just looking for an excuse to justify the fact that you have a problem with what is being said. Let's just keep it a buck. You have an issue with what was being said. You don't want men to hold women accountable. You want women to be able to do whatever. And that's why I say a lot of these dudes that are pandering to y'all, the Umar Johnsons, the Derrick Jacksons, all these dudes are pandering. They don't really care. They don't really care about women. They want them to be able to do whatever they want to do so that they can get whatever they want to get out of those women. Whether that be money, whether that be sex, whether Some of them, it just might be just another notch on their belt. But it's insane. This warped delusion that people have that women are just these perfect innocent creatures that just cannot do anything wrong and that they just need protecting from everything. But you won't protect them from themselves. It irritates me, man. It's like, because what you literally can do everything that you're supposed to do, and people will still have a problem with it. So that's why at the end of the day, you really just need to do you, like Michael B. Jordan is doing. You just got to star. Just got to star in Hollywood and keep winning, because they gonna keep talking and they gonna be mad about you dating white women while you sitting up living your best life. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's on them, because they're the ones that are miserable. Let's just be honest. They're the ones that are miserable. They're the ones that are miserable. Never feel bad about letting people know that you remember what they did and said to you. There are people that they will never be able to act like we cool. Never. Never. Call me petty. I'm not with that, man. I'm just not with that. I'm not with it. It's whack. It's whack. That's corny. And I know, I've been watching Joe Budden so long. I know that. He don't care what nobody say. But because he don't care what nobody say, I'm going to say it anyway. So with that being said, it's JayyRedd Unfiltered, and I'm signing out. Salute.